Hi guys, welcome back to another Bourbon Santa video, and today we're going to do a Sam Houston update. I reviewed several other samples of Sam Houston that have been sent to me, and today we're going to review a few more. Today we have Kentucky Batch 1, we have South Carolina Batch 2, and North Carolina Batch 1, and then we're going to compare those to this Georgia Batch 1 12-year. Which so far, I think I like the best out of all the Sam Houston products that I've had. Don't suit me, don't shoot me, don't sue me. I just haven't been super impressed. So far, the best Sam Houston 14-year that I've tried has been Georgia Batch 1. And I've had Michigan, Illinois, Tennessee, and one other that I can't think of right now. Oh, Georgia, of course. The Georgia. So let's try these. Let's dive right in. So we're going to go Kentucky first. Now, I've heard that the Kentucky one is pretty good, so let's find out. The nose is pretty nice. It has a kind of perfumey feel to it. It doesn't have as much of the funk that I get on some of the Sam Houston 14 years. I'm getting a good amount of grain. Not in a young way, just in a grain forward way. Lots of corn, lots of rye. It's got a bready feel, but like a sourdough breadiness to it. It's got that sourdough kind of feel. Okay, it's pretty rye forward on the taste. It's a little prickly. It's got some nice fruitiness to it, but it's a little harsh. It's a little bit harsh. South Carolina Batch 2. This one's leaning more towards chocolate. Yeah. Also, it's milder on the nose. It's not quite as ethanol forward. This one, it's less perfumey and it does lean more chocolate. Now on the taste comes perfumey. It comes off a little bit perfumey on the taste. There's that pucker right in the middle of the palate that is like you accidentally took a sip of perfume. I think my problem with Sam Houston is I'm not wild about whatever their mash bill is. It's like just not a combination that's for my palate. Okay, so this is North Carolina. North Carolina comes off much less rye forward. I'm really surprised by the amount of variation from state release to state release. I wouldn't right off the bat agree that these are the same whiskey. Not at all. This one comes off so much more rye forward. This one comes off, it's like it's almost a different breed of rye, different strain of rye. Because the rye is there, but it's just so different. This one leans more towards, if I didn't know better, I'd say almost a slight wine finish on a rye. This one's also a bit nutty. I get some peanut. That breadiness is still there, but it's less sourdough and more regular bread, regular like Italian bread. This one's leaning way more towards chocolate and like raisins. This one, I'm even getting a bit of baking spices on this one that I'm not picking up as much on the others. There's definitely a commonality between them, a similarity, but there's a really wide variation from state to state. It's amazing. Now, I haven't had the same state 2 different releases to see if there's a variation there, but from state to state, it's a big swing. Interesting. The 12-year is much less ethanol forward. I don't get that big alcohol ding. It's like the ding I'm describing is almost like an unflavored alcohol ding. Every whiskey has a good amount of alcohol. I mean, it should. It's supposed to. It's friggin' alcohol we're drinking. But some whiskeys are so forward with flavors that the alcohol doesn't like jump out at you like, hey, I'm alcohol and I'm burning your nose and I'm attacking your palate and I'm drying your mouth out. The Sam Houstons to me do. They dry my mouth out and they burn my nose with a big forward raw alcohol note. And then all of the other nice notes that I appreciate about whiskey are all hidden behind that. And I don't like that. I don't appreciate it. And that's what's held me back from buying a bottle of Sam Houston 14-year. Because every one that I've tried so far, I honestly haven't enjoyed. And for $120, I better friggin' like it. I had a sample of my buddy's Duke Grand Cru, and that's a $100 whiskey. I saw it today at Total Wine. It was $104. And that is vastly superior to any Sam Houston 14-year that I've had so far. $12-year is grainy, peanut buttery. It doesn't have that huge alcohol punch. I get cherry. The breadiness of these is kind of there. The perfumey note is not there. Could also, who knows what they're doing mash bill wise. This could be a different strain of rye. Could be different yeast. Could be all kinds of different things that they're doing. I'd be shocked if the only difference between these is 2 years. I'd be surprised. Yeah. I know this isn't the results that anyone wants, including myself, but I still prefer the 12-year to every Sam Houston 14-year that I've had. Now, there's a store local to me that has a regular Sam Houston bottle, the non-age stated, and then they have single barrel Sam Houston product. I don't remember if the single barrel has an age statement on it, but I'm going to get those 2 bottles and we're going to compare them and do a review on them as well. And I'm just curious if the flavors that I pick up on the 14-year products and on the 12-year are also present on the non-age stated and the single barrel product. Thank you so much for sending me these samples. I really appreciate you guys doing that. I get to try stuff that I normally wouldn't get my hands on. You know, I'm all the way down here in South Florida. I'm not running up to Kentucky to find a bottle of Sam Houston to try. Instead, I've gotten to try so many different bottles of Sam Houston, and I really appreciate you guys helping me out with that. Thank you for watching. I love doing these reviews for you guys and giving you my honest opinion on whiskeys. And I don't always end up liking whiskeys that I really want to like. I even like the Calumet 14 after it opened up. It's pretty good. It's still not wonderful. It's still not worth $120. But there it is. That's my opinion. Thanks for watching, guys. Check out the description below for links to my Patreon. And have a great day.